Good morning everyone. I am Anuradha Mehra and I'm your maths teacher, and today I will teach the integers of NCERT class 7. So here it is. So first of all we are talking about the integer. What are integers? Integers are the whole numbers and the negative numbers. Whole numbers and negative numbers, or you can say that the positive numbers and the negative numbers with 0, right? So here it is: -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. These are the integers, positive numbers, negative numbers with the 0. Now come to the next is how to plot the number line, how to use the number line with the integers. Now here it is, first of all you have to draw the line. Here it is, this is a line, right? And in the middle part there is a 0. It is your right hand side where you put the positive integers, and from the left of the 0 there you have to put the negative number, right? So here it is, first of all you plot the in the same distance. Remember one thing, when you mark the points, you have to write in the same distance, right? So here it is, we are writing the positive integers: +1, +2, +3, +4, +5, +6, +7, +8 and so on. And in the left hand side you have to write down the negative integers. But remember one thing, when you plot the marks, you have to plot this arc. Please write down in the equal distance, and please don't write minus from here, because -1 and +1 is nearest to the 0. So you have to start from -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6 and so on. This is called the number line. Remember one thing, again I am repeating, when you plot the number line, plot the integers on number lines. On the right hand side you have to plot the positive integers, and the negative in the left hand side you have to plot the negative integers. Now how you plot the numbers integers here? Now see here, if I am asking about -5, so here it is, from the 0 you have to plot this minus side, you have to move on the left hand side. If I am asking about the -5, so you have from the 0 you have to move on the left hand side and stop at 5. So this is your -5. For example, if I am asking about +4, so +4 के लिए you have to write, again you have to stand on 0 and you have to move to the right hand side, because positive number is here. So here it is, this is +0. So these are the positive and negative integers you have to plot in the integer. Now come to the next is addition and subtraction. For the addition and subtraction, first of all you have to know the formulas. You have first of all, see here, plus plus is equal to plus. It means when you add two integers, it means your answer is always in the positive sign. When you subtract two integers, when you solve two negative integers, your sign will be plus again, right? Here it is minus minus plus. When you solve for that plus minus, you have to write down minus, and minus plus is equal to plus. So here it is, I repeat it again, when you add two integers, so plus plus plus. When you solve two negative integers, so minus minus plus. When you are having two opposite integers, it means it's a plus and minus, so plus minus always minus, and here it is minus plus minus. Now I will give you an example. So here it is, if I am asking 3 plus 7, both the integers are positive. So first of all, what you will do, here it is plus plus plus. It means if I am asking plus plus plus, it means you have to solve the number. So 7 plus 3 is 10, and here you have to put the sign of the greatest one. So this is plus, so it means you have to write down plus. Now the second example, if I am taking here, it is minus 3 and plus 7. Again here it is one integer is negative and second number is positive. So minus plus minus, it means you have to solve and you have to subtract these two numbers. So 7 minus 3 is 4, but the greatest number is 7 and it has a positive sign, so you have to write down positive here. Now I will give you the another example. If I gave you 3 minus 7 plus 3 minus 7, again it is a positive number and second one is the negative number. So what you will do, plus minus minus. So you have to solve. Minus 7 minus 3 is 4 again, but 7 is greater and it has a negative sign, so you put a negative here. And the last D part is, if I gave you both the numbers, though both the integers are negative, so minus minus plus, it means 7 plus 3 is 10, and you have to put the sign of the greatest one. 7 is the greatest number, so it is negative, so you have to write down the negative here. So these are the addition and subtraction operations. And now come to the next addition properties. In the addition properties, commutative law. First of all, commutative, if I am telling you commutative, it means A plus B is equal to B plus A. This is the commutative property. For example, if I gave you here it is, if I gave you 5 plus 7 is equal to 7 plus 5. It means when I gave you two integers, 5 plus 3 and the first number with second number, and here it is again in the right hand side, second number with the first number, we will check it is possible to positive, it both are equal or not. So 5 plus 7 is 12, and when we add 7 plus 5, again the number is 12. It means your RHS is equal to LHS, यानी right hand side जो है वो left hand side equal to left hand side, so both the sides are equal. This is called the commutative property. Now come to the next property, that is associative property. In the associative property, we are taking three integers, A plus B plus C, and here it is again A plus B plus C. But what is the difference between left hand side and right hand side? What you will do, you have to add first two numbers and add, then after that add with the third one. But here it is when we add last two number and then add with the first one. Now we see the example, both are equal or not. Now here I am taking one example 3 plus 7 and plus 4, and again I am writing 3 plus 7 plus 4. So what you will do with the associative property, first you add these two numbers, 7 plus 3 is 10 plus 4, and here it is 3, write down as it is and add two numbers. 7 plus 4 is 11. When we solve these two, 10 plus 4 is 14, and here it is 11 plus 3 is 14. It means both the sides are equal in the associative property. So in the associative property, we are taking the three integers, and in commutative property, we are taking the two integers, right? Now come to the next is repeated addition. Repeated addition means when we add the same integer. In the repeated addition, first of all we are writing the numbers 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. So here it is, when we are writing in a short way, first of all we are writing 2, and how many times the 2 are repeated? 4 times. So we will write down 2 multiplied by 4 is equal to 8. Now come to the next. Here it is, again I am taking another example. So I am writing 5, okay, right, is equal to 5. I am writing how many times 5 is repeated? 3 times. So what you will do, 5 3s are 15. So your answer is 15. That's it. Now the next is operation with integers. Operation with integers, again first we add the integers. If we add the integers, for example minus 5 plus 4, if I am writing like this, so it means when we solve these two numbers, minus plus minus, we have to use these formulas. So minus plus minus, so we will subtract these two numbers. 5 minus 4 is 1. Because the greater number is 5 and it has minus sign, so we will write down the minus here. Now come to the next. If I am again I am solving this number, plus 5 and minus 4. Again I am writing like this. So minus plus, again the sign is minus plus minus, and 5 minus 4 is 1. But 5 is the greater number and it has the positive sign, so we will write down the positive here. Now come to the next operation. If we multiply minus 5 and 4. So here it is a different method to solve them. First of all, when we multiplying the two integers, so remember one thing, first of all we will multiply the sign. So minus plus, because this is a positive integer, so minus plus minus, and 5 fours are 20. In this multiplication form, you will not write down the greatest sign. You have to just multiply the sign as well as the digit. So here it is now minus plus minus and 5 fours are 20. That's it. And come to the next operation. That is, for example, if I gave you minus 10 divided by minus 2. So here it is, first of all we have to write down like this and we have to solve the sign first. Here it is minus minus plus. So you will write down plus and then you have to cancel 2 5s are 10. So your answer is plus 5. So in multiplication and division you have to multiply the sign also. You will not see the greatest sign of the greatest number. So here it is, you have to solve the number integers, right? Now come to the next is multiplication properties. In the multiplication properties we have three properties. Number one is commutative property. In that property we have to multiply the two integers, and we have to first, for example, if I gave you 2 multiply by 3, then in the next one if we multiply 3 multiply by 2, so we are having the same numbers, we have the same answers. Now come to the next associative property. In the associative property we have to multiply the 3 integers, and when we multiply the 3 integers, in that property first we multiply the 2 numbers, then multiply with the third one. In the right hand side we have to multiply the last 2 numbers and multiply with the first one. So here it is. Now here it is, commutative property means A multiplied by B is equal to B multiplied by A. So here it is, when you are writing, I will give you an example. My example is, for example, if I gave you minus 3 multiplied by 4, and here I am writing 4 multiplied by minus 3. So see the answer. Here it is, first we multiply the sign, minus plus minus, and 3 fours are 12. And in the next, again, first we multiply the sign, plus minus minus, and 4 threes are 12. So it means your left hand side is equal to right hand side, and this is the commutative property. Now come to the next is associative property. In the associative property we are taking the 3 numbers, 3 integers. So here it is, A multiplied by B multiplied by C is equal to A multiplied by B multiplied by C. In the left hand side, first we multiply the first 2 integers and multiply the answer with the third one. And in the right hand side, first we multiply the last 2 integers and answer multiply with the first one. Now see an example. Here the example is, for example, if I take you minus 2 multiplied by minus 5, and here it is multiplied by 3. Again I am writing minus 2 multiplied by minus 5 multiplied by 3. Now solve the question. So here it is, first we multiply the 2 integers. So when we multiply these 2 integers, so first of all multiply the sign. So minus minus plus, and here it is 5 2s are 10, and multiply by 3. And here it is again minus 2, write down as it is. First we solve the bracket, minus plus minus, and 5 3s are 15. And when we solve the left hand side and right hand side, so here it is 10 3s are 30. Here it is 30 and is equal to, in the right hand side, again we will multiply the sign first. So minus minus plus, and 15 2s are 30 again. So these are the commutative property and associative property. Now come to the next property, that is distributive property. Distributive property is A multiplied by, within bracket, B plus C, and here it is, when we solve it, so first we will distribute with the first one, and the again first one will distribute with the second one. So here it is, we have done A multiplied by B plus A multiplied by C. Now we will take an example. If I gave you 3 multiplied by 7 plus 5. So what you will do first of all, you remember one thing, you don't solve the bracket first and then multiply. You have, in the distributive law, you have to distribute the outer integer, right? So first of all you will write down 3 multiplied by 7 plus 3 multiplied by 5. And after that, when we multiply the number, can you tell me, 7 3s are 21, 7 3s are 21 plus, and here it is 5 3s are 15, and when we add the number, so the answer is 36 is the answer. So this is the distributive property, or you can say that distributive law, right? Now come to the next is operate with 0. Operate with 0 means when we add the number, when we subtract the number, when we multiply the number, or when we divide the number, what the answer we will get. So here it is, when we 3 plus 0, when we add these two numbers, the answer is 3. When we subtract this 0, the answer is 3. When we multiply with 0, the answer is 0, because 3 through zeros are 0, and the last is when we divide this, 3 is divided by 0, the answer is infinite. There is, it means you can say that not defined, but when we 0 is divided by 3, it means your answer is 0. So 0 upon 3 is equal to 0. So that's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.